set. The people are here to see HKP play, and I'm here for it. We do have, I see a chat kind of pointing some of this stuff out. We have the battle of the acronyms. The 3-for-1 specials, the HKP, the DSK. Who has the stronger 3 letters? I guess we're gonna find out shortly, aren't we? I'm gonna pull up the other side of bracket here because I was looking at the side that we were on. Since we got there's so many people in this bracket, we have to have 2 pools running simultaneously. And yeah, we did see reminder chat on this side of bracket. We had Jonte over Drygon 3-0. A lot of 2-0s and 3-0s that we've seen lately. Some close 3-0s, some not so close 3-0s. But this time it is DSK versus HKP. Once again, the battle of the acronyms. We see the Tipper F smashes on the Jigglypuff to warm up. My man probably feeling pretty good about those. Those are not super free, so looking pretty warmed up. Also, yeah, shout out for beating up a CPU. That's based and funny. But we're going right into presumably game number 1 here. Oh no, maybe we're gonna be hand warmers. I tell a lie. Wow. I'm just not used to seeing hand warmers today. Everybody's been just holding forward, going right in. And I quote, I hope this Marth loses. Chat, a little bit biased right now, but we'll have to see how it actually goes. Either way, Marth Puff, a matchup that we have seen a lot at the top level of Melee, of course, with Zane and Hungrybox. Y'all know how this matchup has gone classically, historically, and y'all know how this matchup has gone in more recent years. There has been a lot of counterplay figured out in the last few years of how to deal with a character like Jigglypuff as Marth. Things like those down throw tech chases into the Tipper F smashes like what we just saw against the CPU. However, of course, that was a CPU, so it may be what we saw earlier where someone warms up against a CPU and while they did get it in the end, you have to double check yourself and realize, right, this guy doesn't just hold in with full hop into nothing like the Luigi CPU. Never change, Twitch chat. I may be in the minority here, but I love copy pastas. I think they're as long as it's not something toxic, I think they're the funniest thing. You ever watch like a major or something, and there's 50 different people spamming 8 different copy pastas at the same time, and you just cannot read the chat? That's my happy place. That's my... People have like their comfort character, their comfort show. That's my comfort Twitch chat. Yeah, spam this pup to help out Plup. Exactly. That is where my heart resides. All right, we ready to get into game number 1? Chat, what's the prediction? Who's winning this one? Who is the superior acronym? We got HKP versus DSK. Is this man truly the Senate, or is he gonna go down just like episode 3? It is up to HKP to figure this out. Gonna be a lot of spacing, so I hope y'all are ready for it. Okay, chat pretty split. Look pretty 50-50 right now. You know what? I'm here for that. If that means we're going to be seeing a tight Game 5 set, that's going to be awesome. So, by all means, early stock coming out from center. Did HKP... Did he just do what I think he did in the player cam? I wasn't looking too close. No, he must have adjusted his glasses. Okay, that's what it was. For a second there, I could have sworn he like flipped off the camera or something. But no, he had to have just been adjusting his glasses there. All right, that makes way more sense. But answering right back here, going 0-0 on these stocks. And once again, we see the alt stream. They are going crazy today. Alt is popping off for their heroes. I love that. Fair out of the pound. I like that. DSK getting scared. They're going for an air dodge. Speaking of air dodges, HKP getting punished for one. However, that drill not going to do too much. And now we're back in that spacing game. Forward air or back air. Which is the superior relic? These guys really went through character select just to play one move. Yeah, both of these players are seated super high in this bracket right now, Noob King. This is top 16 qualifiers, so not a lot of upsets on the top end of the bracket. Some more in the middle where you expect to see, but you know, both of these guys seeded to do extremely well in the bracket, but only one of them can advance winner side into that pool's escape, or will they drown on loser's side, or even make it out loser's side? Are they gonna go into the deep end? You have to find out. But right now, they're trying not to get there as the dunk from HKP, closing out that stock on DSK, keeping it even. Wait, Sevilla, who's the top 20 Rivals player? Which one of them? Honestly, it could be either of these guys right now. That's crazy. HKP? Okay, yeah. Of course it's the Marth player. The Marth player would play Rivals. I love these multiplayer game aficionados, by the way. It's really fun to see how the awareness and knowledge of a separate game plays into how someone chooses to interact with something like Melee. That's such an expressive game. A character like Marth in a matchup like Puff, of course we're going to expect to see something like that fair and neutral a lot. You know, those down tilts for the low approaches, but there's so many different ways you can choose to go about things, and if you have that Rivals background, it may be slightly different than if you have, say, I don't know, a Street Fighter background. It could be anything. There's a lot of transfer between fighting games these days, which is super cool to see all the time. But yeah, right now, this game has just been so back and forth. As I've been talking, it feels like every time one of them gets a stock, the other just answers right back. I can see why chat was 50-50 on this, because right now we are going pretty 50 or 75-35, depending on if you look at percents. However, opportunity, and you can't quite come back. I thought he had that, but unfortunately it was not meant to be. And first game goes to our hero, Jigglypuff. So DSK got that game number 1, and HKP going to the PS2. The common counter pick against these Jigglypuff. Oh, you let it be you. Oh no, not like this. You gotta be so careful. And in the corner too, that was the perfect time to pull the trigger on that. The amount of momentum that gives DSK early in this game. What is with these Jigglypuff players and the 15-second rests at the beginnings of what game 2, game 3 is on this PS2? It's something about PS2. They see it, they get scared, and they just lock in. And now he gets to play this spacing game. The onus is on HKP to make something happen. We see a lot of mixing up the timing on those fairs, and it's working out pretty well, but I'm not seeing huge swing options from HKP, though as I say that, the dancing blade, the F smash comes out. Apparently I tell a lie, or maybe HKP hears me coaching in the corner, but whatever the case, starting to mix it up a little bit better, and looking like it is working as DSK desperately trying to get out of this ledge right now, as that fair wall just pushes at him over and over. Ooh, the roll behind dash attack. The day 1, sometimes it just works. This is a scary spot for DSK, or excuse me, for HKP. That back throw into the corner leads into so much, because yes, he got out, but you took so much damage for it. 73 on this stock, and look how much Divine Centers, he's just holding in. DSK has no chill. He doesn't care that he's playing Jigglypuff and up a stock. Okay, I like it. I like it. The drill into grab. DSK once again forcing HKP into the corner, yet we're just gotten so much more aggressive in this last stock, playing very differently. Maybe not feeling good about that spacing game, but the tipper F smash classic. maybe that warm-up against the CPU did end up working out for HKP, evening up the stocks. But as soon as I say something, goes for the Marth killer, but doesn't even need it with that light shield in the corner. And now HKP on his last stock of this game number 2. Can you close something out here? Great tipper spacing as well on these up airs, doing a really good job of just keeping alive. 52% on this Jigglypuff. You gotta watch out for those down throw F smashes, especially in the corner. This could very easily still be HKP's game. Look at how much DSK is now slowing that down. Finds the opening, goes for the rest, and that is even stocks. Okay, he waited a little bit longer than I was comfortable with. Of course, he knows his timing. Did a great job. Did not even need the down throw tipper, as Chad is pointing out. That was what I was expecting to see, but instead, we see DSK getting risky on those rests. That has happened a few times with these Puff players. They love to throw out the risky rests, and when you're up a stock like that, I just feel like the risk reward wasn't there. However, with that forward throw, got a pretty good situation, and HKP maybe crumbling a little bit under that pressure, had the opportunity to come back, but unfortunate SD in the corner. Was of course down in percents and very down in positioning against Jigglypuff in the corner. So it would have been a hard fought battle, but to go out like that is always tough, especially when it puts you down 2 games. Another missed rest. That one, honestly, that looked a lot more comfortable for DSK. I don't feel like that was a bad rest. He was just slightly off with his spacing. Crouch cancel, or excuse me, just crouch rather, under that grab in the corner. And with that angle on Yoshi's story, in case you couldn't crouch under grab enough, now you are absolutely going to crouch under it, no matter how bad your spacing is. Goes to the neutral beat in the air. Kind of crazy from HKP, but I guess trying to make a statement this game. Does have the stock lead, so looking really solid right now. See if you can continue to do something with that for the first time, actually in a really comfortable spot against DSK. However, that forward throw goes low. However, HKP goes high instead. I really thought DSK had that scouted out, was so aggressive. Oh, but that's gonna be it. Evening up the stocks. DSK has the opportunity to close it out. Definitely do not want to see another one of those potential reverse 3-0 situations. If HKP can get some, oh, the shield! My man got a skittle right now. And you can see what happens when DSK can't afford to shield after that. HKP knew it, just held forward, took that stock, continuing to stay up a stock in this game number 3. This pivotal swing game that HKP has to win if he wants to move on this winner side. Goes for the down tilt, however, spaced out once again. DSK forcing HKP into the corner, goes high again, and it keeps working. DSK really struggling with that verticality of the up B from Marth, doing a really good job of taking advantage of that with the mix-ups and using the side B to stall as well. And now we are back to scrapping dash attack. I can't believe that connected, and he converted it into a back air once again, cleaning up the stocks to keep it just barely even. Ooh, the single side B into the defensive option from HKP. Not able to get what he's going for. Goes over the tiny hitbox of a crouching Jigglypuff. Neutral B? Okay. HKP is absolutely letting it rip like a Beyblade right now. Desperate to get this game. F smash, no ops attack, but able to stay alive anyway because he got the good DI. Ooh, that's a bad air dodge. But now once again, up a stock. DSK needs to make something happen. They are scrapping on each other's shields right now. Finally, DSK gets that opening, and we are to a last stock. HKP, this is potentially your final stand on winner's side. Will you go down like Dio, or is this your JoJo protagonist moment? The DI out from DSK, able to avoid the down throw tipper F smash that absolutely would have killed, but HKP not deterred, putting on the pressure. No tipper, but he gets one that time. What's the escape option from DSK? Struggling to get out of the corner right now. Another response from HKP, resetting that situation, setting up more damage, but no, the back throw. Is this it? Spot dodge, but the missed rest again. Struggled to get up to the platform, but it doesn't matter. And HKP, after a harrowing final stock, manages to stay alive in the set. I thought that was over after the Dolphin Slash whiffed on the platform. My man was going crazy up there. But DSK has just been slightly off on those crucial rests a couple times now. That would have been the set. That would have been DSK moving on with a 3-0 over HKP. But instead, we get a game 4 here. But we also get the DSK's counter pick. And now, yeah, we're just... It's good to be back, everybody. Welcome back to the Fair Bear Simulator. Who will get 5 damage first? Tune in next week to find out on Dragon Ball Z Kai. All right, y'all, I'm gonna take a water break. Just let these guys chill for a second here. They seem to have this neutral pretty well figured out. Oh, no. 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 Not like this. That's a good point, Sevilla. If he plays on an LCD, it could be very easy to have trouble playing offline. That's what people get for only playing with Slippy. I love Slippy though. Slippy's great. I guess that's the problem, isn't it? Slippy's too good. Great edge guard from DSK, staying alive in this game. HKP had the early lead, of course, from another missed rest. Speaking of missed rests, man, at this point, the mental damage of missing that many rests is it's so hard for DSK to be confident after that. And the more you're getting nervous about those rests, the easier it is to whiff more and more of them because you psych yourself out. Meanwhile, HKP looking so solid. Good stop from DSK, using those rising pounds to stay alive, giving himself a little bit of verticality to mix up movement with that high aerial acceleration of Puff, of course. Once again, we are just back to this steady, cautious neutral. HKP for the first time in this set with a truly solid lead and game on the board and able to go for this more patient gameplay that is working out very well. We saw it work out so well on game 2, actually, that DSK started holding forward for a little bit, trying to find answers. Not going to kill, that ain't Roy. Instead, staying alive with these massive blast zones, though I don't know if they even mattered on that particular hit. HKP, meanwhile, trying to reset things, falling up air, also not going to kill. Dreamland is just giving DSK more and more chances. You can see why he picked this stage. Of course, the classic for Jigglypuff, loves those giant blast zones. HKP not going to get nearly as much off of that, but he's got to close out this kill because it's not going to take much for DSK to just get that little back air in there. You can see him, he's scatting it out right now. Great down tilt though. Can you catch him this time? Trying to force him into the corner. Looking for an option there. DSK gets down tilted, but he'll take that if it means that he stays alive. Going over the up air as well. HKP swinging, my man, shadow boxing with his demons right now. Finally gets a conversion. Ooh, good trade. This is what DSK needs. However, Marth killer not going to work because he goes high, but it doesn't matter because you've got the option select. Patience, oh no! That was so patient. HKP did everything right there, but DSK managed to get away from it just barely. And we are on the cusp of a game 5 right now, 76% on this Jigglypuff. However, we saw that last stock. DSK did live to what, like 150? If he can do that again and get a couple of early stocks, but no, the Dolphin Slash, but wait, staying alive. Those big blast zones, just what the doctor ordered. Patience, forward air. You can see just how cautious HKP is being here, and that's why right there. Because DSK just needs that back air to give himself some momentum. If he sends his opponent off stage, that can be curtains. HKP has this lead, no reason to take those risks that we saw DSK taking with those rests, learning from his opponent and just playing that solid game that he needs. I like the up tilt attempt there, not gonna get it though. Great nair from DSK, is that gonna be the stock? I think so. Yeah, almost came back, a little bit of bonus damage. And now 141 on this Puff. Yeah, look, DSK, he wants nothing to do with those iframes from HKP, just running away. HKP needs to find something here. If he can close this out with a JB2 on this edge guard, that would be huge, but no, instead, gets back, don't get rested. DSK has a win condition. Is this going to be the moment that he clutches up? Can he finally get those rests? Ooh, you see him looking for it, goes for the pound. Is that not enough still? 179 on this Jigglypuff. How many defense EVs and IVs does this man have? There's no way. 179, and HKP still in this prime percentage. He could get rested right now and lose the whole thing after working so hard for so long. A minute and a half on the clock. What was that neutral B? HKP feeling it, but another missed rest to close it out at 207. And we are going to game 5. Oh my goodness. The rests. This set has just come down to missed rests. That's rough. Oh man. I like this patience here. This is crucial. You need the mental reset. It was a long, hard-fought game. You missed those rests as well. Really need to think about how you're going to adapt, how you're going to deal with that. The loss of confidence that comes with that cannot be understated. When you are not playing confident, you are always going to play worse. Yeah, I agree, Archan. Achanigo, sorry, I completely fell over that name. I agree that he should have gone back to Dreamland. I think that was the right stage pick. Lost multiple stocks there just because of those rests. But instead, going to FOD, HKP probably feeling pretty good about that. However, the early percentage is in DSK's favor. Goes to the Marth killer, but again, we've seen that a few times. Every time DSK sets up that Marth killer, HKP is not confident to sweet spot ledge, always opts to go high, but DSK has the option select there where it can just, if you're starting from low and can't swing on that, to force the ledge early. But finally, as I'm talking about, Marth killer tech gets a rest on the board. That is huge for DSK. We need to see more of that. If DSK can land these rests, it is going to be over. I also hear the crowd popping off for that rest. That is some of the hypest I've ever heard people to see a rest connect. HKP back to his happy place. He wants to sit in the center, space with those spares, predict those wave dashes and get the down tilts. However, he has not gotten big conversions off of that. Being on FOD instead of Dreamland now is going to mean that all of that boxing that we saw in the last game is going to kill much earlier, but that is not going to work. The DI out from DSK is enough to stay alive. Nothing off the drill, some scared rolls, and he just Beyblades out that F smash, not gonna kill, but at 131, especially on FOD, you are living on borrowed time, again, not gonna kill. Ooh. Oh, we heard the neutral B come out, but that's what you get for taking a risk in neutral. And DSK, 2 rests in a row now. My man is back. Okay, forward airs from HKP, trying desperately to stay alive in the set. This is his winner's side life here. This is all he's got, down a stock against Jigglypuff. Such a hard situation to be in. We've seen HKP pull this back before. Can he do it again? He has the answers, but can he play around those rests? Can DSK hold it together for long enough? Can he get those rests one more time or find another kill option? Goes for the dash attack, roll in from HKP, able to stay alive, gets grabbed anyway, and the bear train! And that's going to do it! DSK from the ashes rises back up and finds a way to get 2 rests in that last game and then close it out with the Wall of Pain to advance on winner's side. Man, great stuff to DSK. That was a fantastic set. So back and forth. Just the mental aspect